I know it's hard, I know it's complicated, but I promised you I've been waiting here forever. I had a much to say, but you're not here with me, no. We're invincible, like fire in the snow. Trust me when I say you are my beautiful world, and I'm feeling it all, we should make an effort. It's true you're so far away, and it's true you don't feel the same. But if you take my hand, we can try and go back, starting from scratch. I won't let you go, no I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go, no baby I will not, because I still believe. You're my gravity. You will never be what I expected. Different frequencies, that's why we ain't connected. You know I will make it through, I got nothing to lose but you. It's true you're so far away, and it's true I can feel the same. It's another day, you know you want me to stay, but I go my way. I won't let you go, no I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go, no baby I will not, because I still believe. You're my gravity. You're my gravity. You're calling out my name, but the echo numbs your pain. Sorry, but more than just a shadow, I'm more than just a man. You don't care how I feel, you don't know how I feel. No, you don't know how. I wash away the sorrow till my heart can beat again. You're my gravity. No, you're my gravity. I will let you go, the only thing that I know. You were my gravity, but now I have to leave. I will let you go. Why do you feel that I want? What do you think that I want? I know how to breathe into my gravity, into my gravity, into my gravity, into my gravity, into my gravity. I know it's hard, I know it's complicated, but I promised you I've been waiting here forever. I had a much to say, but you're not here with me, no. We're invincible, like fire in the snow. Trust me when I say you are my beautiful world, and I'm feeling it all, we should make an effort. It's true you're so far away, and it's true you don't feel the same. But if you take my hand, we can try and go back, starting from scratch. I won't let you go, no I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go, no baby I will not.
Warning. The Duracell Cup Series data file you have attempted to access is out of date. Uploading current file now.
It's a brand new car from stem to stern, and it's never been raced at these speeds.
The next gen car is opportunity.
Everything is different with the exception of like the seat, the steering wheel, and your helmet.
Unknown creates excitement.
Talking about my generation.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here as we are getting set for the 7th race of the first season of the NNSCRA Duracell Ultra Lite Series as the Soda Wars weekend is taking place. Tomorrow, you're going to see the Duracell Next Gen Cup Series drivers at Coke Zero Super Speedway. Tonight, the Lights drivers are at the Pepsi Superdome. Now, this racetrack, a lot of people will be familiar with its configuration. It's had many names. It's been Dodge Motordome. It's been Taylor Swift Superdome. But tonight, in honor of the Soda Wars going on this weekend, it has been rebranded to Pepsi, and it is going to be a good one. The final race of the first half of the regular season here for the Lights drivers. We won't see them again until after the All-Star break, when we'll see them for the Charlotte Motor Speedway race. That'll be around the time that the 14th race will be taking place for the Next Gen Cup Series drivers. So quite a bit of a vacation for these drivers. They will use that opportunity to kind of take a look at where they are in the point stands and get themselves prepared for the home stretch down to the end of the season. So far, we've had 6 races and 6 different drivers have gone to victory lane. Tonight, maybe we'll get our first repeat winner or extend that streak to 7. We've got a chance here for a repeat winner. A couple of our former race winners up on the couple first rows, David Dixon being one of them. He, of course, going to victory lane a couple of weeks ago at the Mid-Ohio Sports Course. Dixon coming into this race 7th in overall points, 26 points out of the points lead. And just behind him on the inside of row number 2 is Benny Watson. He, of course, got the season started off with that victory at Daytona. Watson comes into this race only 4 points out of the points lead, 3rd in overall stands. It is super close for the points lead, and we'll get more in depth in that in just a moment. Let's highlight some of those other drivers starting up at the front. Got Nathan Fogler in the 13. He's been on a bit of a streak as of late. Hit a bit of a bump last week at Devil's Bowl, but outside of that, had a great run at Lucas Oil, had a great run at Mid-Ohio. He moved himself up into the top 10 in the point stands, and he is 10th in overall points coming into tonight. And Madeline Crenshaw, who is starting to begin to climb her way through the point standings, had a decent outing last week, jumped up 3 spots in the standings. She is 15th in overall points. 6 races in the books, and she's only 38 points out of the points lead. Only 51 points separating the entire 20 drivers in the point standings, so still a lot can happen between now and the end of the season. Remember, these drivers don't have a playoff system. It is basically like the old NASCAR point system. Most points accumulated during the season wins the championship, so plenty of opportunity here for drivers that maybe had a struggling first half of this regular season to be able to mount a comeback starting here tonight or even into after the All-Star break. Our most latest winner, Kyle Langland, at Devil's Bowl Speedway. He's starting shotgun on the field. He jumped up 8 spots in the standings with his victory last week. 8th in overall points, 26 points out, but he's got a lot of work to do here tonight. We'll see if he can do it. Short tracks aren't the easiest place to pick up track position. But enough talk. Let's go down trackside. Let's get those most famous words in motorsports and get ready to go nighttime short track racing.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Nice smooth. Be there at the end. It's a long race. We just got to stay in contention. No mistakes. That's the big key. No mistakes today. We get up there. We get in the top 10. We ride. That's what we got to do today.
Doesn't take them very long to make their way around here for pace laps. Half-mile racetrack. Couple of Toyota Camrys on the front row. Pit road on the outside of this course. That's where you see the pace car going. Makes a right-hand turn rather than the usual left. And here we go. First day of the Soda Wars. Pepsi today, Coca-Cola tomorrow, sponsoring the respective racetracks. Now, race 7 of the Duracell Ultra Lite Series is green. We're already looking 3 wide back there. Nathan Fogler got shuffled out. Watson got him for second place. Toyota's 1, 2, 3, and caution is out immediately. Might have been here off of 4 and into 1. Yep, you can see the skid marks. Somebody got turned off the final corner and slid up into the turn 1 wall, and looks like it may have been Cat Batson. Underneath the overpass here on the outside of the racetrack. We're not able to see her on pit road. Caution's out. Let's take a look at what exactly happened as David Dixon will lead us under the first yellow. You can see the skid marks, and we got another car coming to pit lane. That being the 13 of Nathan Fogler from the 3rd position. That would not be, I think, a scheduled pit stop, but we'll follow up on that. Here's what happened to Kat Batson. Quite a lot happening there, and it looks like she gets tagged by the 11 of Stephen Burnside. You had the 52 of Virgil Alonso in the wall up ahead. And I don't know if all of this was in reaction to that or just the 3 wide. It was almost 4 wide. Let's watch this. Let's rewind it back to him going into turn 3. But let's see. I think they were 4 wide. Yeah, no, they were 3. Boy, near miss right there for John Lightning Jr., second in points. I mentioned the fact that the point standings at the top are very, very close. Eric Monaco currently holds the points lead, 2 points over John Lightning Jr., 4 points over Benny Watson. Cole Coybe, Roberto Crown Jr., and Austin Reed all have a shot of leaving with the points lead tonight as well. Coybe 12 back, Roberto Crown Jr. 16 back, and Reed 19 back. Kat Batson, involved in that incident, is going to be the first retiree out of the race. Tough break there for Kat. Dropped 4 spots in the standings after a dismal finish last week at Devil's Bowl to 17th, and as things are running right now, may end up heading into the second half of the regular season, potentially last in points. It'll depend on how Virgil Alonso, Cody Smart, and Nathan Stapleton, the 3 drivers behind him, or behind her, I should say, how they end up finishing. Don't forget, folks, tomorrow afternoon is the Duracell Next Gen Cup Series drivers, 2nd Super Speedway on the season. Defending winner Kyle Matthews, former Duracell Next Gen Cup Series champion. S3 Motorsports has won the championship in back-to-back seasons. Really, all 4 of those drivers out of that stable, they've been struggling here as we get doubled up. David Dixon and Benny Watson be the front row. Sophia Simon, after the unscheduled pit stop by Nathan Fogler, now will be 3rd with Madeline Crenshaw in 4th, and Jack Mitchell will complete the top 5. Fogler, you see there at the rear of the field. Still awaiting whether or not that was a regularly scheduled pit stop or not for driver 13. Very slow there off of turn 2 for David Dixon. Crenshaw is going to swing around him for the runner-up spot as Benny Watson goes to the race lead. Something tells me that if you're the race leader near the end of this race, you are not going to want to see the caution, because if you do, you're going to have to start on that inside line, and it looks like that outside line gets the better launch. That's how Dixon got the initial lead. And how Watson eventually took the lead on the restart. See Benny Watson kind of diamonding the corner there, enters up, well actually kind of enters low, lets it slide up high, and then diamonds it down back to the inside. Crenshaw now falling back into the clutches of David Dixon. You can see there too, a bump off of turn 4. Let's see if we can, or off of turn 2 I should say. Let's see if we can show it here again. Watch how the cars bottom out as they come off the second corner. Right there, you can see that little bump, that little hop. That can certainly unsettle the race car. Sophia Simon, 13th in points. Good run here tonight for her. 4th position, and right behind her, Jack Mitchell, who dropped 6 spots in the point standings last week after Devil's Bowl. That's the most of any driver. 14th in overall points, the former Duracell Cup Series winner and playoff contender. Will actually be heading to a racetrack in the next couple of weeks on the Cup side that Mitchell is a former winner at, that being Track 2 Tough to Tame Darlington. Cole Coybe with Eric Monaco right behind him, 6th and 7th place. There's Monaco. Our winner from Las Vegas, current points leader, had a bit of a stranglehold on the points lead a couple of weeks ago, but then John Lightning Jr. and Benny Watson started chipping away and now are single digits behind him. So we've got an exchange here, maybe, for 4th place. Jack Mitchell trying to make the inside line work, and he will. He'll move the McDonald's Chevrolet to the 4th position. So one of the few drivers we've seen here on this run be able to make a pass. Nathan Stapleton dead last in points, 8th right now on the racetrack. Good run for him in the 97. Austin Reed, looks like there might be some right side damage on that Tide Chevrolet. He might have gotten up into the wall at some point. 6th in overall points, 19 points out, former winner at Lucas Oil. This marks the 4th short track that these drivers have been to this season. As this battle for 4th place will not go away. Simon wants it back. We were at North Wilkesboro, Lucas Oil, and last week's Devil's Bowl, all tracks under the mile configuration. I believe the next track we'll be going to that will be a mile or less would end up being Dover, and that's 3 races from now. Coming up on the schedule for these drivers is Simon, back to the inside, almost contact between her and Mitchell in that ongoing battle for 4th place. Now give it back to the Reese's Ford. After tonight, as I mentioned, we won't see these drivers till after the All-Star break, and then they'll have 4 races in a row at Charlotte, Armory Digital, the Super Speedway, Dover, and Kansas. They'll then have another couple weeks off before going to the second road course for them at Suzuka. Benny Watson putting down some good lap times here, even though there's already about a 10.5 second fall off for the 75. And the caution is out. I was going to mention, I was going to look at lap times, but we've got a problem. It's Cody Smart in the 17 bringing out the second yellow of the night. And we got drivers on pit road. So apparently they could not make it. The scheduled 75 laps on fuel. So we can't really see the cars there underneath the underpass. Let's go back, take a look at what happened. Oh, wow. This is interesting. Smart and Virgil Alonso, they were battling for 11th, and man, oh, big hit for Aaron Macklin. Steven Burnside in that one as well. I think Nathan Fogler gets involved. He does. So does Benjamin Snyder. That was a big impact there for the 17. Let's go back and take a look at it again. He and Alonso just make the slightest amount of contact. One drifts up, one comes down. Really nobody's fault. Just that's what short track racing does. Right there, you see he gets, it's like the car came out from underneath him and he drifted up. And nowhere for Macklin to go. You saw Macklin on the brakes, but you just can't whoa up that quickly. And Steven Burnside nowhere to go. Nathan Fogler, who made the call to give up third position under the last yellow to come down pit lane, give up all that track position, gets caught up in it. So I'm sure rethinking that strategy. And Benjamin Snyder collected up in that one as well. Snyder with a great run last week. Jumped up 4 spots in the standings. Let's go on board with last week's winner, Kyle Langland, because he did a heck of a job missing this. What you even saw there without onboard, the 6 of Aaron Macklin caught some air. The left side tires came up off the racing surface. So caution out for the second time tonight. Everybody was on pit road, and it looks like the 21 of Roberto Crown Jr. I think he's on the tail end of the lead lap, actually. I'm not sure how he got trapped behind the pace car, but the race leader off pit road was Benny Watson, followed by Madeline Crenshaw, David Dixon, Sophia Simon, and Jack Mitchell. Roberto Crown Jr. going to try and get his lap back the hard way here. Benny Watson, this might benefit him because now he's going to be on the outside line, which is what he used before to eventually get the race lead. Flag back in the air at the completion of lap 32. And Watson going to shoot out of the cannon there off of turn 2, and he'll go back to the point. Now has a lap machine between himself and the ongoing battle for second between Crenshaw, Dixon, Simon, and Koibe. Looks like now it'll be Crenshaw and Dixon. Simon's going to drift back a little bit from this battle. Koibe now back in a battle with Jack Mitchell, Eric Monaco in that conversation as well. After that latest incident, 3 more drivers back behind the wall. Cody Smart, Aaron Macklin, and Nathan Fogler. They joined Cat Batson in the garage area. Roberto Crown Jr. was actually already a lap down. We need to correct on that. With the 75 bypassing him, he is now -2. So the only assumption I can make is he must have made a pit stop that was unscheduled. And now he is the only driver off the lead lap in the 16th position. Our former winner from our first short track stop on the season, North Wilkesboro, and 5th in overall points. Well, we are past the halfway point, and Benny Watson has been putting on a clinic. He has led 31, now make it 32 laps. The other laps so far have been all led by the pole sitter David Dixon. It has been a Toyota-dominated race up to this point. Madeline Crenshaw has now caught up to Roberta Crown Jr. She'll try and get around the Beyblade Chevrolet, set her sights on the 75. She takes too much time with him, though. David Dixon right there to be able to sneak in and maybe challenge for the runner-up spot. Eric Monaco has now made his way up into the top 5, which is bad news if your name is Benny Watson, because Watson was 4 points behind Eric Monaco coming into tonight for the points lead. But where they are running right now, they would be in a tie. Granted, though, there'd be a 2-point bonus on the side of Benny Watson for leading the lap and at this point leading the most laps. So if Monaco cannot advance his position another 2 spots, then Benny Watson would be heading into the All-Star break as the Duracell Ultra Lite Series points leader. Monaco tried to get to the inside there of Sophia Simon, lost momentum. Good battle back here for 6th. And credit to the 2014 there of Austin Reed. I did notice that when I was cycling through, looking at the field, you'll see right here, still has that right side damage. They did not take the time to repair it. It apparently is not affecting him speed-wise. They decided not to give up all the track position to buff that out. And he's still running in the 8th spot. So good call there, not to repair that damage, not give up that valuable track position. Benjamin Snyder, we know, was involved in that last incident. You can see he's got a little bit of a buckle on the hood of the Maverick Ford Mustang, but apparently they decided not to repair his car either. He's in the 11th spot, knocking on the door of the top 10. And Kyle Langland started this race from dead last. He picked up 8 spots, granted with the aid of 4 drivers back in the garage area, but good job for last week's winner. Starting to move his way up here through the field. One driver that is struggling tonight is John Lightning Jr. Has the best average finishing position so far in the first 6 races at a 6.33. That's even better than the points leader Eric Monaco's 6.83. Was 2 points behind Monaco for the points lead, and it has not been a good night for the First Watch Toyota. Stephen Burnside off the pace. See him sporting the red side damage. He was involved in the last caution, and maybe, the big maybe, some traffic that race leader Benny Watson could have to deal with. Watson has opened up almost 3.5 seconds, actually more than 3.5 seconds according to our ticker, over Madeline Crenshaw, who still has not been able to get around the 21 of Roberto Crown Jr. So you know that Crenshaw and company, they are hoping and praying for a caution to come out to be able to reel back in the Hers Toyota. Looked like that might have been Burnside up ahead here of Benny Watson. If Watson has any trouble with the 11, that could be the assist that second place on back need. But Watson, he's just flying around here. Great race car, qualified well up in the 3rd position, and looking to be the first repeat winner on the year here in the Duracell Ultra Lite Series. We'll be seeing him attempt to qualify when we get to Darlington for the Cup Series race in a couple of weeks. Former winner there. Best battle on racetrack is going on 4th place on back, though really not much of a battle. Simon, Monaco, Quavey, Mitchell, Reed, and you got to throw Nathan Stapleton into that mix as well. This racetrack is all about tire conservation and really about momentum. The driver up ahead of you has to bail out of the throttle. You cannot be afraid to keep your foot in it and try and maybe even slide job them for a pass. Here's Stapleton looking left rear on the 24. Oh, some slide there though, got loose on the bottom off of turn 2. Not able to complete that pass. We've seen only a few drivers tonight be able to actually complete passes for position. Benny Watson has caught Stephen Burnside as he's hit the line for 15 to go. Dominating performance so far here tonight for Benny Watson. Let's see if he can complete the pass here on Burnside. Oh, he got light. Saw that thing start to slide up. And the problem for that, too, is you're kind of hurt twofold. One, you didn't complete the pass, and 2, you slid that right rear, and so the car's not going to rotate for the next few laps the way it did before. Really affects the handling of the race car. Watson going to the inside here. It looks like maybe that's where you got to make the pass, on the inside of 3 and 4. 1 and 2, maybe not the place to do it. So Watson will put the Aldo's Pizza Chevrolet of Burnside in his rearview mirror and continue to set sail once again. Crenshaw just does not look, even if she were able to get around Roberta Crown Jr., it just doesn't look like she would have the race car to get up there, because Roberta Crown Jr., let's be honest, he's been running just about the same speed though 2 laps down, as the 22 and the 45. They haven't even gotten up to his back bumper. There's been about that car length and a half to 2 car lengths between them. Just looks like the 75 team has brought a much better piece as Stapleton determined to get the inside of Koibe. And I thought I saw, yeah, I think Sophia Simon just got up into the wall there all the way through 1 and 2. Or I'm sorry, through 3 and 4 rather. Monaco was unable to take advantage. I think 38 overstepped the cushion just the least little bit. Just a kiss to the wall though, no harm, no foul. Keeps it going. As at the line, going to be 7 laps to go here. Benny Watson started out the year strong, winning at Daytona. He lost the points lead to Eric Monaco the following week after Monaco got the checkered flag at Las Vegas, and he's been trying to get the points lead back ever since. Right now, Monaco in the 5th position. Watson in the race lead. On just points alone, they would be tied in terms of finishing position, but Watson will have bonus points to his advantage, not only for leading the lap, leading the most laps, but also for winning the race if he closes out the deal. So Benny Watson looks like he will be... Oh, we got a caution! Oh, boy! Yellow flag out, coming to 4 to go. Virgil Alonso, the reason for this, and now the question is, do we get back green? I don't think we do, but I can't say for certain. This is the caution everybody else wanted to see, except the 75, but it may have come out a couple laps too late. Virgil Alonso in the 52, we saw him smoking coming to pit lane. Let's see if we can quickly jump back and see what happened to him. Looks like last week's winner, Kyle Langland, was also involved in this. Oh, I'll say he was involved. Holy crap. Does this start with him? I think it does. Oh my gosh. Wait till you guys see this. 25. Oh my lord. That was Samet Ozkan. Gets the wall, then hits the pit wall. The 26 was right beside him, gets launched into the air, and that is scary. There's the pace car just there going by. Man. Now, a driver I didn't see actually involved in that was the 52. Where was the 52 in all this? Oh my gosh. Maybe he gets the 25 further back. Oh yeah, there he is right there. Yep, I think he might have gotten the 25 of Ozkan further back. Oh my gosh. We have had flips at some of the most unusual places this season. We had the Jessica Shelton flip back at Mid-Ohio. Who would have thought we'd have a flip at a road course? Flip here tonight at a short track of all places. Yep, right there. Right on top of the roof. You can see the roof is pushed in. And there's your race leader coming out of turn 2. Oh, the 50 was also in it, it looks like. Benjamin Snyder. I didn't see him get involved. Let's try and figure out where he got a piece of... Oh, he gets the 26 as the 26 is flipping. Right. Well, actually, he got... No, actually, he also ended up getting the 25 when he shot back down across the racetrack. Maybe a little further contact with the 26, but boy, about a 4 or 5 car incident right there, and violent hits taken in this one. And I think we are getting our answer that this race will not resume. Lights are on atop the pace car, and we're coming around to the white flag, so that caution needed to come out a couple of laps sooner for Crenshaw, Dixon, Simon Mitchell to maybe have a shot at this victory, but I think it was pretty clear from that last run the dominant car of the night was Benny Watson. It was going to be very difficult for anybody to be able to reel him in, let alone pass him. And Watson will have the white flag displayed over the hood of his machine. Just a half mile left to go here at 45 miles per hour behind the Dodge Charger pace car. Benny Watson going to be the first repeat winner on the season. He'll be the points leader heading into the All-Star break. And we'll look to resume at Charlotte in about 4 weeks' time. Well, here tonight, the Pepsi Superdome bringing about some really good short track racing. Tomorrow, it's the Coke Zero Super Speedway with the Duracell Next Gen Cup Series drivers. Benny Watson, two-time winner on the season here in the Duracell Ultra Lite Series, as he takes the checkered flag in race number 7. That will mark the 3rd win for Toyota. And the streak of different drivers going to victory lane here will end at 6. Standings should be official. We'll take a look at them now. Benny Watson with the win. Ignore the fact that it's got drivers a lap down. That's based off of when the leader crossed to when the race was declared official. The only drivers that I believe were off the lead lap were 11th place on down. The top 10 all finished on the lead lap. Madeline Crenshaw, best finish of the season for her. Just off of a great run last week at Devil's Bowl, so she will continue to climb through the point standings. David Dixon, another great run for him. He'll stay in the top 10 in points, maybe move up into the top 5 in points as he completes the podium. Sophia Simon will bring it home in 4th. Jack Mitchell in 5th. Those two drivers really needed those good runs, 13th and 14th respectively in points. Eric Monaco lost a spot there in the closing stages, fell from 5th back to 6th. He will be 2nd probably in points heading into our next race at Charlotte. Cole Coybe, solid outing in 7th. How about Nathan Stapleton, dead last in points, survived all the carnage, gets top 10. Nate Austin Reed in 9th, and John Lightning Jr. was the last driver to finish on the lead lap in the 10th position. Stephen Burnside 1 lap down in 11th. 12th place for Roberto Crown Jr., and then a total of 8 drivers behind the wall after we had 3 cautions here tonight. Smet Oskan, Kyle Langland, Benjamin Snyder, Virgil Alonso, Cody Smart, Aaron Macklin, Nathan Fogler, and Kat Batson did not reach the conclusion. But that's going to do it here tonight in the final race of the first half of the regular season for the Duracell Ultra Lite Series drivers. Benny Watson, a 2-time winner on the season as he takes the checkered flag. Once again, folks, tomorrow, be sure to tune in. It's Super Speedway racing from Coke Zero Super Speedway for the Duracell Next Gen Cup Series drivers. And then they will basically take us to the All-Star break, where then the season will resume here for these Lite drivers. If you guys enjoyed tonight's race, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe part of the crew today. We showed you full pitch results. You're now looking at your points days. We'll see you guys for Lite Series action in about 4 or 5 weeks. But until then, I've been Seth Cole, and you've been watching another broadcast courtesy of NNSCRA TV, offline racing at its best.